Lots going on. Lots going on. Lots coming up. Lots in the hopper. We knew that the 2020 rally season was going to be bigger and better. We planned for that. We worked at that. But we have announced a ton of stuff coming up.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be bigger and better. Maybe not necessarily busier. Because all of a sudden we have a lot of events, like you said, that some have come together real quick. Others have been in the works for a while, but all of them, if I dare say, are awesome.
Yeah, for sure. So at the time of this recording, we are just over 1 week out from Sprint 5, the first sprint of 2020 fiscal year and of the 2020 rally season.
Yep. And if you're hearing about it for the first time, it's sold out. It's been sold out for a couple of weeks now. But fear not, Sprint 6 is on the horizon sometime in the next week or so. We'll be announcing that, putting it for sale. So if you missed out, just know there's another one coming.
What's the date on that one, Nick?
February 22nd, Mardi Gras weekend.
It is Mardi Gras weekend. And he's willing to do anything for beads, by the way. So bring beads for that one. That one's going to end with a pretty awesome party. So like he said, more on that one coming. By the way, you freaking missed it.
I missed it?
You missed it.
I don't miss things.
Yeah.
No.
You missed it for show. So here's the thing. Last weekend? Last weekend, there was a lot going on. There was the Mecum auctions down in Kissimmee, and there was Cars and Coffee in Jacksonville. And the first one of the year, and the turnout was crazy. Probably the most cars I've seen at a Cars and Coffee in several months. Good turnout and a lot of diversity when it came to the cars that showed up. It was just awesome. So the weather was beautiful. It was nice, great day. You know, sometimes at Cars and Coffee, it starts officially at 8 a.m., but people start trickling out by like 9 already. This thing was like 10:30 before I left, and it was just packed still. So it was an awesome event. So you've probably seen the video by now, but somebody messed up when leaving Cars and Coffee. And it's crazy that this still happens because there's signs everywhere. There's just the known rules. They post about it in social media and when they promote it. But more importantly, there's cops sitting right there in the intersection where people are leaving. No burnouts, no revving, none of that. And somebody on a motorcycle, Nick, you can describe this better than I can because you're like, oh, he did it this way. And obviously you're not supposed to do it that way and whatever. So here comes your moto expert. Take it away, dumbass.
So it's weird you look in the mirror when you're talking into the microphone. This guy on a motorcycle came out of the parking lot, turned right onto South Side, and started doing a wheelie. Yep. And anyone on a motorcycle that does a wheelie sitting down,
or just a guy in his computer chair right now.
Hey, anyone on a motorcycle that is sitting down doing a wheelie at that high of RPMs going that slow shouldn't be doing a wheelie. So, and he looped out, he flipped back, bike went a tumbling, He went rolling with it. Fortunately, he's okay. Bike, not so much.
Bike, not so much. He is okay. That's the important part.
He is okay.
But the event is now in limbo, right? We don't know. Does this cancel the event now? Does, stuff like this happens, and sometimes they have to take a month off, or then sometimes they got to find new venues. So who knows what the fate of Cars and Coffee is. But bottom line, and right before that happened or right after, I can't remember, someone else got sideways. I think it was I don't remember. I think it was a Camaro, but it got sideways leaving too. But it was a busy afternoon for the cops, for people leaving Cars and Coffee. But what's crazy is he made a right turn onto Southside Boulevard. I was in the left lane. I'm supposed to be in the right lane. I'm always in the right lane. I was in the left lane because I was going to get an oil change on my car right after Cars and Coffee. And I remember the bikers were next to me and revving their engines. And I was sitting there thinking, these guys are going to get freaking popped by the cops just for revving their bikes because the bikes were super loud. And so as I turned left and he turned right, I heard them behind me. I heard them really get on it. And I knew something had happened, but I didn't know what until I saw the video going around that was going viral.
So here's a question I have, because I've been to Cars and Coffee, obviously, but I've not been a ton. Do those cops write tickets?
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
It seems like they should be writing more tickets, and that would prevent people from doing it. And listen, I don't want them to write tickets for everybody, but if they write more tickets, it'll curb people's enthusiasm, like the show.
You would think it would be a deterrent for sure.
Yeah. So anyway.
But again, the guy's okay.
Yeah.
And I can't stress that enough, because the first thing that came to mind, and I texted you and John.
Mm-hmm.
He's wheelie doing it.
Hey, listen, and I have crashed riding dirt bikes doing the exact same thing because I shouldn't have been doing wheelies. I was sitting down too high of an RPM. I've looped out before and had to go to the hospital because of it. So
you were wheelie doing it too.
I was wheelie doing it all the way to the ground. I wheelie hit the ground. And hey, guess what I was wearing when I was doing the wheelie on the dirt bike?
Cargo shorts
and tennis shoes. Yeah, cargo shorts. It's all because a girl told me she'd put a picture of me doing a wheelie on my dirt bike in the yearbook in high school, and I was like, "Oh yeah, old Nick here's gonna get in the yearbook doing something cool." And I crashed.
What was his name?
No, not a he. Anyway, so
Sprint 5 next Saturday. Just about a week out. It's going to be awesome. It's sold out. It has been sold out. The lineup of cars is awesome. I don't have it in front of me, but without it being in front of me, I think I can confidently say that Mopar does not dominate this roster.
Nope, they absolutely do not. And you and I talked about behind the scenes. We're just like, what is happening? Because all of our events have been heavy Mopar. Some of them to the point where people say, is this a Mopar only event? Am I allowed to do it? And of course, all of our rallies that are for sale on our website are open for everyone and anyone. And this one, hey, Jam, y'all were sleeping on this one because they tried to jump in at the last minute, but it's sold out.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to start at the St. Augustine vehicle wraps. It's a cool spot. They got plenty of room for us for parking, and you'll get to see the kind of stuff that they do there. Like, obviously, you have an idea, but it's pretty cool to see their setup. But if you haven't been seeing, we've been posting pictures, and these guys wrap some pretty cool stuff. They just finished a drag car.
Yeah, they've done drag cars. They do racing helmets. If y'all have helmets, they'll wrap those things. Obviously, they'll do cars, trucks, trailers, whatever you've got, they can wrap it. So it's pretty exciting to start there, and they've got some pretty cool offers that they're going to be handing out to people. So it's good stuff.
Yeah. So with that being said, we have, and everybody knows this, registration has been hopping lately, but we've got coming up, we said there was a bunch of events. In April, you've got Keys to Paradise, where we're going to go from Northeast Florida down to Homestead, Miami, laps on the track, drag racing that night. Next day, wake up, 7 Mile Bridge, Overseas Highway, all the way down to Key West, and party at Margaritaville. And then we've got All or Nothing, where you're going to get track events at Atlanta, and you're going to get it at Talladega, and we're going to do Tail of the Dragon. And Atlanta is going to include drag racing. So we've got a bunch of track stuff coming up in the months to come. We have Tire Outlet. They're going to be at the starting line for Sprint 5. And we've got St. Augustine vehicle wraps. We're going to be there, obviously. But they're working on some exclusive stuff for you guys to make sure that your cars truly are rally ready this time, because we've got some serious stuff coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, no question about that. It's stuff that everyone's asked for in some of our rallies before, and when we've asked people what they want to do. And both of those rallies, the multi-days, include drag racing. Both of them include some laps on some tracks. Both of them include, I mean, over 1,000 miles for All or Nothing for sure. So it's you definitely want to be rally ready. It's real deal stuff here we're going to be doing.
And Atlantic Coastal Detailing, just extended an offer out to all of our guys that do and girls that do these rallies with us. So, what was the promo code for Atlantic Coastal Detailing, Nick? Do you remember?
I don't, but I'll find out.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah, it'll be a race to see who's going to pull
Hang
it up
on, I'll
first.
pull it up.
I'm going to win.
I'm going to get there first.
Yeah.
I'm wheelie doing it.
I'm actually not. I'm just trying to get you to do it. It's the old reverse psychology trick.
I'm over here stumbling and bumbling trying to beat you.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. Both my hands are empty currently.
If you can find it first, I'll put you in the yearbook.
Yeah, I've already done that and crashed, went to the hospital.
Rally 20.
Rally 20.
God, why didn't you remember that? Rally 20, RALLY 20. If you go to Atlantic Coastal Detailing's website and get on his calendar and pick the service that you want, just enter Rally 20 and take 20% off of it. He just posted an RV that he did. I realize that you're probably not rallying an RV with us, but the reason he posted it, no more paint swirls. And it had a mirrored finish. It was awesome. I mean, get on his calendar, save 20%, save your back from doing it yourself. All those guys are going to be at the starting line and hooking you guys up with all the stuff we just talked about. Nick just told you we're going to announce Sprint 6 next week. What about Wide Open? Can we get into that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Can we wheelie do it?
We can wheelie do it. By the way, I've got a picture of my ankle from when I crashed because it was on a gravel road of all things. And you can see
ankle. Go ahead.
Gravel under the skin in a big gaping hole in my ankle. I've got that. I'll show anyone who wants to see it.
Is that the picture that made the yearbook?
No, I don't think the picture of me on my dirt bike actually got in the yearbook. I'll have to go back and look at that too.
Well, valuable lesson to learn in high school. Women lie.
Yeah, and wear cargo shorts when you ride a dirt bike. That's what I always do.
Yeah.
All right, so Wide Open. Oh God, he's out of tea. He's out of tea. This is gonna wrap up quick because he's out of tea.
Oh yeah. All right, Wide Open.
So Wide Open.
Two things about Wide Open. One, it's going to be badass, and we'll tell you why in a second. Two, it has gotten the Cole Swindle song Wide Open stuck in my head. I've been singing it to Nick for how many days have I been singing that to you?
It feels like my entire life.
Yeah, I'm going to say 4 days that I've been singing that song, the Cole Swindle song. So lots of good stuff happening with that.
And also, I don't know the song, and all he keeps saying are just the words wide open, wide open. He says it like 3 or 4 times, and then he stops. So it's not even the full song. It's just those 2 words 3 or 4 times over and over again.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
I haven't even heard the whole song, but it's a good song.
Yeah, you've heard those 2 words.
Yeah. So we were working with Tire Outlet on this one, and we're going to start in Ormond Beach at their newest location. So we'll start there, have some food, have a party. They're going to get everybody's cars up on the lifts and get them inspected and get some free services taken care of for everybody. Then we are going to rally down to New Smyrna Speedway, and we are partnering with the Rusty Wallace Experience. And you guys have wanted to run your cars, no pun intended, wide open on a track. And that's exactly what we're going to do. You guys are going to take the wheel of a stock car and take 10 laps, man. That's awesome. 10 laps, full throttle, wide open. Not tandem, not with an instructor, by yourself.
Yeah, and honestly, it's a really good value because if you do the 10 laps, I know they were running a sale. Even with the sale they were running, it was $200 to do the 10 lap experience. With us, it's $165 to do the 10 lap experience. Literally the exact same experience. So it's saving money doing it through us. And a few people have asked, there is optional insurance. It's $60. You can buy it at the track. You can buy it through us. We're just literally charging the $60 for the optional insurance if you want it. So that is an option. But 10 laps in a stock car on New Smyrna Speedway by yourself. Passing is allowed if the spotter tells you it's okay. But it's running wide open, man. It looks like fun. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, I have to say this.
He's not gonna pass me.
It's gonna happen. Okay, you guys know by now that Michael and Nick have this like Tupac, Biggie, East Coast, West Coast beef going on right now when it comes to any kind of race. honestly, you guys ought to just foot race.
No, he'll kill me. Yeah, there's no chance. I have no chance. Okay, so
So
it all started though before Road to the Dragon. We went to Autobahn and did racing, and he beat me by like 2/100ths of a second or something stupid like
it was
that.
like 2 laps. He lapped you.
No, he didn't lap me. And then
Classic lap you.
So John went behind my back and used business money to buy Michael a medal, a first place medal. So he can rub it in my face, and he still has the damn medal. He still wears it. He brings it to all the rallies. He'll post pictures of it. For Rallyversary, Michael actually put decals on his car, calling me the first loser or something. So, and he beat me at the go-karts at Andretti in Atlanta. So,
and by the way, neither Michael or I believe in coincidences.
No, I mean, look, he got lucky. I'll just say that. So on this one, it's my redemption. I'm going to win where it matters.
Yeah. In all fairness, your cargo shorts got in the way the second time.
That's true. The cargo pockets were open and it caught some wind. It was like a parachute, kind of slowed me down just a tad.
Here's the best part. This idiot comes back up to me because they raced, and then we did a different race later, like me and Kevin and other people. But this idiot comes up to me and he's like, I passed him. I fucking had him, John. I had him. I passed him. I was waving my hand like a checker flag and everything. I passed him. And even though he literally passed him, Michael had the faster time and still won.
But also, he passed me back because I was going too fast, trying to block the inside, and I blew the corner. I went straight out to the edge, so he got me. But when I passed him, we
Michael,
made eye contact.
Then on his own, he went and made his own medal.
Yeah, he did.
Which was awesome. So we get this put together for Wide Open with Rusty Wallace, and it dawned on me after we put it on sale for you guys to register for it that this is it. This could be like the final showdown because it's not up to you. That spotter is 100% in control.
Yeah.
If they say you got a car passing on your right, you're not allowed to drift to the right and cut that person off.
Nope.
You got to let it happen, or you'll have contact on the track. You're going to take everybody out. You're going to have to buy a couple of race cars. So if Nick, just picture this if you will, is driving, and all of a sudden he hears in his little headset in his helmet, you got a guy passing you on your right, and that some bitch happens to be Michael.
I'm just gonna pull off into pit road, get out of the car, and just walk home.
That guy's getting a custom championship belt if that's the case.
Oh God, don't do that. Don't do that.
That would be awesome.
But listen, it is like the ultimate because these are legitimate stock cars. They're 400 plus horsepower. They're, fire suit, wearing a helmet.
Pictures of them.
Yeah, there's pictures of them on the website.
On the website and the event page. You guys can go look. It is like legit stock cars.
Yeah. So if this isn't go-karts, now listen, Andretti and Autobahn, the go-karts were awesome. It was a blast. This is different. This is real deal race cars. So on an actual track. So it's gonna be cool.
We have to do Nick, I was talking to him, a 45-minute, give or take 15 minutes training and an instructor class. So we're gonna have to really go through all the safety briefings and all that. Then we'll get suited up and geared up and everything. And then that's it. You're going to climb through the window. They're going to close the window up on you. They're going to put in your steering wheel, all that stuff. And that's it. You got 10 hot laps. Passing permitted if you're Michael.
Yeah. So it's going to be awesome. So that's for sale on the website right now. Both options. The one, just if you don't want the insurance, is $165. If you do want the insurance, you can pay for it through our website. It's just $60 more. Or if you're undecided on that, you can sign up and then get the insurance when we get to New Smyrna Speedway. And the insurance information is also on our website as well, so you can see what all it covers and stuff. One more thing about Sprint 5 before I forget. In earlier podcasts, and we've posted online that the entry road for Mill Creek Farm is a little rough. right? It's not a dirt road; it's asphalt, but it's in some bad shape. We did hear from the farm that the city or county or somebody went out and fixed some of the bigger potholes that were there, so it should be in better condition than it was when John and I drove it. That being
said, though, we made it with no issue.
We made it with zero issue at all because there's plenty of room to go around whatever potholes were there. But it should be in much better shape and should alleviate some of the concerns that some people had for their cars. You should be fine.
Yeah. Yep. There won't be any issues, I don't think. So, Sprint 5 next week. We're 2 days out from the famous words.
It's rally
week. Yeah. It's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. So, that's coming. But a lot of stuff is coming. We got Sprint 5, Sprint 6. You got Key West. You got Wide Open. You've got all or nothing. We're really doing it.